What's up, fourth period? Coming to you from my living room. And just want to say hi and welcome to our digital classroom. We're going to be having videos and activities through Google Classroom, videos like this one, and the daily planner, which should have links to everything you need. I just wanted to greet you in person, and if you found this video, I'm sure you're in the right place. I'm going to be doing a screencast here that shows you some of the things we're going to be dealing with. The main thing we're going to be working on for the next several weeks is To Kill a Mockingbird, and I'm sure you'll have lots of questions. I'll try to explain all those as best I can, but I'm glad you're here. I hope everyone is, you know, socially distancing and keeping safe and healthy and not too worried or concerned. And hopefully we can press on with some schooling now. And I look forward to working with you guys in this unusual but interesting way. So I'm going to switch over to the screencast and I'll tell you about how we're dealing with our in-class or materials for the rest of the class. If you have your computer, well, of course, you're watching this through your computer, but I would kind of pull up some windows for Google Classroom so you can check on this stuff and pause it as you go along so that you can make sure you know what you're doing. All right, I'll see you in a second.
Okay, so here we are with the screencast, and first thing you got to know is that you have to sign in and kind of check in with each of our classes that we have. So for period 4, that's going to be 9:30 to 10:15. It says it right here on Tuesday and Thursday, and today is April 2nd, so you should be seeing this, well, if not before, at least by April 2nd at 9:30. And if all goes according to plan, we should be there should be a Zoom meeting up where you can link in from the yellow button on Daily Planner. There should be some links to that here in Google Classroom as well as on Daily Planner. And you should have access to and have seen this video and this page already. So it's April 2nd, Thursday, 9:30 a.m. and we're all hopefully in the same place. Now, you have to check in and sign in, and there's two ways to do that. I've linked the official way here. So if you click on this, you will get Fargo North's attendance form, and this is the official way of taking attendance. So by filling this out, you are officially going to be counted as present for your class, and you should do this at the time of the class. So that's how North will take attendance. I get to see that as well. But I've also added another document that you should use to check in with, and this is for use during our classroom hours. So it's not going to be editable. You can't edit it outside of our class hours. So at 9:30, I'll open this up for comments. You can link into it, and it has everyone's name here, and you can sign in and give a little greeting. So if you're Atticus, for example, you might write something like this, and I can just see that you're present, that you're around, even if you're not in the Zoom meeting. Everyone can access a Google Doc. You all know how to do that. So even if you're not, for some reason, in the Zoom meeting, you can be like, hey, can't get into Zoom. So that type of thing, and oops, fix that, and that will show me that you're there during our time. They want us to have a certain amount of what they call synchronous time at the same time at our, in our own places, but at the same time online, where you can interact with me and I can help you through what we're doing. So that's the other way that you'll have of showing that you're present. A quick note that for both this and the Q&A document that we're going to be looking at, they're there for just a little note to me. They're not there to communicate with each other or to goof around on. So all of this is tracked and edit histories can be looked at. So please just be appropriate and use them for the proper purposes, just to check in with me, and don't when you have editing powers, don't do anything that sort of changes the format of the page. Okay, so that's that. Now, as I said before, the main thing that we're going to be doing for the remaining weeks is To Kill a Mockingbird. So on Classroom, I'll have posted up very clear instructions for what to read and what to do, and my weekly video will talk about what we're doing for that week and whether or not you need to, sort of do anything in particular related to the book, but that will be our focus. Probably some of you will have other questions related to other aspects of the class, like where we finished off with Julius Caesar, and we're going to be switching to this because we'll have a sort of fresh standalone unit, and Julius Caesar will stop where we left off on that. So I'm sure there'll be lots of questions related to that, related to grades. I'll be updating the grade book, and a lot of sort of the stuff we left off in the middle of will be exempted. And if you have assignments and things from earlier on in the semester, we have just one semester grade now, and all of the remaining grades will be related to To Kill a Mockingbird. With that in mind, I have a very simple class format in mind. What you need to know is every week there'll be one video that explains what we're doing for the week. There'll be a posting of one assignment, and that assignment will be due on Friday. So very simple, easy to follow, not a lot of paperwork. There will be lots of instruction, kind of like my assignment sheets typically are. There'll be lots of directions and lots of things to help you do the assignments and to tell you what to do, but it's just one thing every week. There may be a reading assignment for the following week. We'll be reading the book. It's fairly long, so we'll have lots of chapters to read, and I take that into account. A big chunk of the time that you'll have to spend for this class is time actually reading To Kill a Mockingbird. But we're going to keep it very simple, one assignment per week, and that assignment will be due Friday. I'll tell you that I'll be checking that the assignments got turned in by Friday, and you'll be turning them in through Google Classroom. And if I don't have it by Friday, then you'll know, and we'll be updating the grade book accordingly. I want to make sure that people are accountable to, one, checking in and the attendance bit, and two, getting the assignment turned in. And if you can meet those requirements, which I'll do my best to help you with, then you should be in fine shape for finishing our class this year. So that should answer most of the questions. So this is the Q&A sheet where you'll have a chance to ask and answer questions during our class hours. You'll get to edit this only during class hours, and I will answer them, and everyone can see the answers. So I assume that people will have questions, and you'll have a chance to do that. The idea here is with these Google documents is that even if you can't get onto our Zoom meeting, you can still participate. You can still get your questions asked and answered here. So that's the Q&A, question and answer sheet that you'll have access to. So that's everything. Hoping for the best for you guys. We're going to keep it light with a little short reading assignment to get things started this week. Okay, to talk about To Kill a Mockingbird, we have a PDF file here, and you can see it has a full PDF with the entire text, 285 pages, and quite readable. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not a big fan of reading a text on a browser. So if I were you, I would download this. You go to open it in a new window, and then you can download it up here. And I would put it on my phone or find another way of getting access to it that you're comfortable with. If it were me, there's audiobooks out there that you might find for reading chunks of this. You'll need the text to reference as well, but there's audiobooks. You could buy a copy if you prefer, good old-fashioned paper novel. It's a very inexpensive book. It's one that a lot of people enjoy owning, so you could try to get your own copy of the book, or maybe you already have one at home. But everyone has access to the text, so this will give you access. I'll refer to some page numbers at times, and when I do that, I'm referring to this document. It's a PDF. It's small file size, so you should be able to get into it fine. But this will be our textbook, and we're going to start off with just 3 chapters. So by Monday, 3 chapters, but I'll list that assignment on Google Classroom and on Daily Planner as well. So that'll be our starting point, and you're welcome to kind of dig in. There's a lot of supporting material on To Kill a Mockingbird online, so don't forget that. You're not by yourself here. There's probably video discussions of every chapter, and there's audio book readings, and there's other versions of the text through PDF. So I'll be providing our official class materials, but don't forget that there's a lot of other supporting stuff out there to help. I will of course help you through this as we go through class as well, but that's our text. Oh, all right. Well, I again hoping you guys are all happy and healthy and finding things to do. So see you out there.